Welcome back, everybody, and Uhfgood here. Continue to working on rollerball, and we're rolling a cube now. We're gonna see how to change these into pickups. So let's just get into it.
But before we do this, we need to do one important step. We need to make our pickup object into a prefab. So remember, a prefab is an asset that contains a template or blueprint of a game object or game object family.
Okay.
We create a prefab from an existing game object or game object family, and once created, we can use this prefab in any scene in our current project. With a prefab of our pickup object, we will be able to make changes to a single instance in our scene or to the prefab asset itself, and all of the pickup objects in our game will be updated with those changes.
Okay.
So, first, let's create a folder to hold our prefabs. We want this folder on our root or top level of our project. So, select the project view and make sure that no other item or directory is highlighted. And then choose Create, Folder. Rename this folder Prefabs. Now drag the pickup game object from our hierarchy and place it into our prefabs folder.
Okay.
When we drag an item from our hierarchy into our project view, we create a new prefab asset containing a template or blueprint of our game object or game object family. Before we spread our collectibles around the game area, we should create a new game object to hold our pickups and to help organize our hierarchy. Let's create a new game object and call it Pickups. Check to make sure this parent game object is at origin and drag our pickup game object into it. Now we want to
Okay, so let's do that. Okay, let's do that. And actually, today I'm gonna also cut this short. That is, I'm gonna do this video and then I'll probably pick up tomorrow. You won't even notice it because it'll still publish on the same day. But I'm gonna start streaming for an hour every night, playing some games. So should be pretty cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and add a create folder. Let's call it prefabs, and then let's take that and drag it into the prefab folder. Okay, and then we need a new empty. We'll call it pickups. That. Actually, I'm going to do it like this. That's the way I want to do it. And let's put pickup under pickups. Just like that. Okay.
to spread a number of these pickup objects around the play area. First, make sure we have the pickup game object selected, not the parent. Now, let's move into a top-down view by clicking on the gizmo in the upper right of our scene view. Let's back out a little so we can see the entire game area. Grab the pickup game object, and it doesn't move in the scene the way we want it to. Note how the cube is moving in relation to its gizmo, which is tilted over. What we are seeing is the game object moving in local mode. We really want to move the pickup game object aligned with the ground.
Okay.
Change the editor to global mode. Now see how the orientation of the gizmo changes? And now we can drag our game object around relative to the world's global axis.
Huh. Alright. What did it say about top down? That's correct. Okay, zoom out. And then see? Let's see something here. Let's back him up a little bit.
Seeing is the game object moving in and call it pickups. Check to make sure this parent game object is at origin and drag our pickup game object into it. Now we want to spread a number of these pickup objects.
Now, let's make sure this is at origin too. Okay.
Objects around the play area. First, make sure we have the pickup game object selected, not the parent.
Okay.
Now, let's move into a top-down view by clicking on the gizmo in the upper right of our scene view. Let's back out a little so we can see the entire game area. Grab the pickup game object, and it doesn't move in the scene the way we want it to. Note how the cube is moving in relation to its gizmo, which is tilted over.
I don't know what it means. Oh. We want it to like that. Control Z. We want... Okay.
What we are seeing is the game object moving in local mode. We really want to move the pickup game object aligned with the ground. Change the editor to global mode. Now see how the orientation of the gizmo changes? And now we can drag our game object around relative to the world's global axis.
We want to move around the ground. I see this isn't working. If I hit it global, what happens when I move it around? What the heck? Because we have the stupid... Here. Can I move it around? Let's do something here. It's going to be black. Good. Now, all you want... Oh. And this is the way we want it. Right, because it's doing... Okay. Alright, let's turn the directional light back on. Okay. Now it's right.
So let's lay down a few of these in the game area. Take our first pickup object and place it into the game area, someplace.
Now, it says global, mine says global, good.
It's convenient. I'm going to place mine at the top. With the game object selected, duplicate it. This can be done either by selecting Edit, Duplicate, or by using the hotkey combination. This is Command-D on the Mac or Control-D on the PC. Now we place the second instance of the prefab. Using the hotkeys, we will create a few more, placing them around the play area. Note that I'm moving parallel to the ground or the XZ plane by selecting the XZ plane at the center of the gizmo. Okay, that's 12. Let's hit play and test.
Okay, so... Okay, so, mine don't quite look quite as fancy as his does in the video, but it's alright. Wait a second, what's going on here? Oh, I know what's going on. Alright. Shoot, it's gonna be almost time to be done. My layout skills are kind of terrible. 12. Alright. Put one up here. Put one down here. That's this one. Put this one up here. That. That. And then we got 8 more to go, and then we have the 2 in betweens. So this is what we want to do. That's the first one. That's your second one. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Seventh. 8. I don't know why I'm spending this much time just trying to make this perfect. You're just trying to do something that works. Right there. And right there. Okay, that kind of sucks, but that's just the way it goes. That. Alright. Let's save it. Let's just play it. Let's see what happens. And they're all rotating. Okay.
Excellent. These pickup prefabs are working great. The only thing that I want them to do now is stand out more against the background walls and player game object. Let's change their color. To do this, we need another material. To make things easy, we can simply select our existing material and duplicate it. Let's rename this new material Pickup. With the material selected in the project view, let's change the albedo color property to yellow. Now, we can change the color of the prefab by changing the prefab's material. We can do this in 2 ways. We can change the material on just one instantiated prefab. If we do this, we must remember to use the Apply button to apply those changes to the prefab asset. Otherwise, we will only change the material on this single instance. The other way, which is perhaps more simple, is to simply change the material on the prefab asset directly. Let's hit play and test. There, that looks
Okay, so
better. In the next assignment, we will learn how to pick them up and count them. Let's change the albedo color walls and player game object. Let's change their color. To do this, we need another material. To make things easy, we can simply select our existing material and duplicate it. Let's rename this new material Pickup.
okay. Alright, so right. Let's go into materials. It's just see, can I just Control D to duplicate it? Yes. And rename it Pickup. And let's go to albedo and let's go ahead and go all the way over to yellow. That. A little bit more orangey, I think. Okay, so I know I'm going a little bit extra. Let's can I switch to HSV? Let's switch the lightness or the value. Okay. Oh, I see how that works. Okay, let's just leave it like that. Alright. And then let's go ahead and drag this material onto I can't shoot. That's not how I want the stupid thing to... I can't drag it on there. Oh. I'm not sure what to do here. I'm wasting time now. There we go. One column layout. Jeez. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this onto there. Didn't do it, did it? Oh, yes, it did. So let's just save it, and let's go ahead and check this out. And it seems to be working. Okay, good. I guess that's it for this video, so I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.